So welcome to our live stream for this month. Haven't been on live for quite some time. Took a little bit of a hiatus and went back to Asia and to Europe to check out some new things at our factory and our global offices. So glad to be back and kind of wanted to share some of these exciting new updates with you guys. But with that said, I see that there's already quite a few people in here. If you are just joining us, welcome. And if you're joining us for the first time, we kind of do this. I try to do this on a monthly basis to, answer any questions you guys might have, and to, give some general updates or news and announcements, as well as any particular topic that we want to talk about for that particular month. So before we kind of get started, making sure that you can hear and see me okay. So if you're joining us on YouTube or on Facebook, let us know in the comments below if you're able to see and hear me okay. Jennifer Nelson here. I don't think I've seen Jennifer here before. She asked the question, how long has everyone been using their embroidery machines? Love Ricoma. Thank you, Jennifer, for showing some love to Ricoma. And for those of you that are joining us, also chime in the comments. Let us know how long have you been using your embroidery machine. Okay, YouTube seems to be all good. YouTube can hear me great, can hear and see you well. Okay, great. Awesome. Great. All right, so it seems like everything's working. That's good. Got about close to 70 people in here, most of them joining from YouTube. So if you're joining us from YouTube, you can comment in the chat section to the right of your screen, or to the bottom if you're on mobile, viewing it live there. And if you're on Facebook, you can comment as well, and then we'll kind of aggregate all the comments here. But we'll put some of the comments on the screen as we kind of go along, and hopefully have a very interactive session with all of you. And as I kind of go through today's announcements and some of the news and exciting things that we're working on, as I go through that, at any time you can chime in, ask questions, and I'll periodically kind of check what's going on in the comment section to answer any questions you might have. All right, so first and foremost, I just wanted to remind everyone that Deco Summit is less than, 2 months away. It's a month and a half away. So we're nearing the end of July, and Deco Summit is going to be on September 10 to the 12th here in Miami, Florida. I know that for some of you that have already purchased tickets, we did send an email recently notifying you guys of the venue change. Unfortunately, our expansion building next door, where we were planning to host Deco Summit at, has a little bit of delay wrapping up the project. So likely won't be in time. We're cutting it very close to the Deco Summit times. So we've actually decided to change it to a hotel venue that is nearby, where we also have already previously booked the room blocks for. So if you guys have already booked there for your room blocks for Deco Summit, it's even more convenient that you can just go right downstairs and attend the event that way. So hopefully that's more convenient for a lot of you. But we're also thinking if people are interested, they can come by our headquarters and visit. Probably by then the new building will be mostly finished, but probably still not enough to kind of get a CO and get a host an event there. But certainly can kind of take some visitors if people want to see how the new expansion building is going. So just a little bit of change there on the plans there, but should be more seamless and actually more convenient for a lot of you that are traveling to Miami to attend the event. Okay. Now, with that said, I did want to say that with the event being only a month and a half away, the pricing that's on the website now will go up at the end of this month, at the end of July. So you got about a little bit more than a week, about 9-10 days to take advantage of the early bird pricing that's on the website currently. I believe the general admission tickets are $595, and then the VIP tickets it's $1,095. So if you're looking for kind of more hands-on training, getting access to hands-on training classes, I would advise you to go to the to get a VIP ticket. You also get access to a lot more perks. But if you're looking to just kind of maybe check out Deco Summit, network with people, go to the seminars, go to these demonstrations, and check out everything, you can also get a general admission ticket where you get access to all of the speaking events, the speaker classes, as well as the seminars, but just no hands-on training classes. So if you are looking to kind of get either of that, this will be a good time to take advantage of the already early bird pricing on the website. And if you use the code that's available starting from now till Sunday, we're giving an additional 20% off the already discounted prices on the website. So if you use the code that's shown on your screen right now, earlybird20, that's earlybird20, you can check out with an additional 20% off on decosummit.com. All right, so for example, the $595 ticket will be like another, what is that, $60 off. So you will only pay like $540, $545 for that ticket. For the VIP ticket, that's $1,100, or it's, $1,095. You'll get about $200 off of that. So it will be a huge savings. And actually, no, for the general admission ticket, it will be $120 off. So if you use the code earlybird20 for 20%, so you only pay like $470 something, $480 to get that ticket there. All right, so you get quite a bit of savings, and so from now till this Sunday, that's where the special code will be available. All right. So if you haven't already gotten tickets, let me know in the comments below if you already have tickets to Deco Summit and you're planning to attend. Let me know if you have already done that, and let me know if you have any questions about Deco Summit. So if you're on the fence or thinking about it, have any questions about what the event's about, chime in below. I'll be happy to answer them. All right, Carol Dickerson says, I've had my VIP ticket since April. Great, so you probably got in at the super early bird discounted prices. Great. We also have Alan Wade here. Can't wait to see everyone there. Deco Summit is going to be amazing this year. I have some fantastic information to share with everyone during my presentation. So yeah, Alan has been a speaker at our Deco Summit event for the last several years. So he'll be back again this year, and he'll be having some seminars there as well. So if you want to check out some of the information that he has to share, make sure to get your Deco Summit ticket before they are either sold out or the prices will inevitably go up at the end of this month. And Alan has ran a very successful not only YouTube channel but also his own business doing DTF prints, embroidery, custom patches for different people, even for hospitals. They're like gowns and hospital wear. So probably has a lot of insight and information to share with you guys on and you guys can kind of learn a few things from him and pick his brain as to how he's being successful in his business. We also have Hope Yoder in the house here. Hope is also going to be at Deco Summit this year. She was there last year as well, and she'll be having some seminars as well. So Hope does mainly started with laser engraving. Well, she's been in the embroidery industry for several decades, and started her business with laser, and now has also expanded with embroidery. So very excited to kind of hear from her as well. Viola got my VIP tickets already. Awesome. And Janelle Porter says, is Henry saying that we can arrange for a tour of the new facility? Yeah, we're looking to arrange that. It also depends on, by in like a month and a half, how the building is finishing up. But certainly, our current headquarters that we reside in now, we might arrange some tours if people are interested in doing that. Okay, Tricia Rubin also got her ticket. And Janelle has had my ticket since end of last Deco Summit. Yeah, we had, at the end of every Deco Summit, we, pre-sale the tickets for next year at super low prices. So, I think it was like 75% off or something. So she definitely got a good deal there. Okay. All right. So while everyone kind of is still, and here, Carol also bought the luncheon with me. So yeah, there are a couple of add-ons. I forgot to mention, there are a couple of add-ons when you purchase the ticket. Not only can you get the recording for the event, it will be the cheapest when you buy it with your ticket before the event, because at the event the recordings do go up in price. Not only is the recording an option, but this year we're doing also something new. We're adding, what is it? I think 3 additional add-ons that you can that's optional that you can purchase. One is a luncheon with me on the first day. You're able to not only kind of hang out with me and a bunch of other people for a couple of hours, get a catered lunch. But more importantly, besides the good food, it's more so about kind of learning from other people. Learning, I'll be kind of doing a kind of a seminar style, teaching people on how to certain things about the embroidery business or the printing business, and that's something that's going to be a very interactive session with the attendees there. So that's kind of a more small, intimate setting. I believe the maximum capacity that we've set for this year is like 25 or 30 seats. So it's going to be pretty small and engaged and very interactive setting. Last year it was all sold out. So we had about like 25 people last year, and it was kind of a packed room. A lot of people sharing their thoughts and ideas. So that's kind of a glimpse of what that's about. All right. So if you're only eligible to purchase that add-on if you have either a general admission ticket or a VIP ticket that you have already purchased, and you can see on the screen you can purchase that right on the website if you want to add that on. I believe the lunch is, what is it, $295? Yeah. Yeah, it's $295, and you also have the one of the add-ons is already sold out for the mastering embroidery. The advanced hands-on training is already sold out, and then you have the cap it off like embroidery on a hat session with Hope Yoder. That one is still available, and that one is $97. Okay, so that's that. Just wanted to mention that and make sure people are aware of some of those add-ons. Okay, so kind of some updates. That's kind of the main thing I wanted to discuss with you guys today. And again, feel free to chime in with any questions in the meantime. But essentially, I took probably like a month and a half, close to a month and a half, like five and a half weeks trip to Asia and to Europe, to both our factory as well as our office in Germany. to kind of check out some of the new products. We also have, right after Deco Summit, I'm actually going to fly back to Asia for SISMA, which is kind of this big sewing industry show that happens every 2 years in Shanghai, China. So that's where a lot of the lot of manufacturers gather from all over the world to demonstrate at that show, and a lot of global clients also come to visit that show. So we're kind of well underway to prepare for SISMA, which is at the end of September. So Deco Summit is at the beginning of September, and then I'll be flying out afterwards then. But in the summer, in the last several weeks, I just got back about a week ago. And for the last kind of month and a half, we've been looking at some of the new developments and new products that we're looking to launch at SISMA this year, and a lot of the cool things that we'll also be bringing here to the U.S. to launch. Some of which will be unveiled at Deco Summit, which is another great reason to check out Deco Summit. You kind of get the latest and first dibs, first look at what Ricoma is working on, and what are some of the new prototypes and products that are coming down the pipeline. All that to say that after we kind of looked at some of the developments in our factory and kind of looking at our global presence from a global perspective, we've kind of made the decision to really dive deep into the consumer market. So what do I mean by that? Over the last 25 plus years, 27 years that we've been in business, most of our clients, including yourselves on this live stream, probably know Ricoma as an embroidery machine manufacturer and cater to a lot of small size and growing businesses in the apparel decoration space. And while that is very true, what we've realized is that there's a huge opportunity in a very underserved market in the consumer segment. So people that are not just looking to do this as a business, but perhaps looking to either do this as a hobby or just doing something fun, right? Like some people have either a Cricut at home, or some lasers that they play with, and they make different things for home decor or other things around the house, like just more of as a hobby. And if they can sell it, great, but that's not their kind of main focus. And so part of our initiative, kind of through my trip this time around, as well as kind of looking at it from a global perspective, we've really decided to further enhance our footprint in the consumer space. And so how exactly are we going to do that? Now, we are developing a lot of products that are going to be kind of more entry level and perhaps more consumer friendly, so that it's not these kind of more commercial and industrial machines that are still going to be very much available and our bread and butter to cater to businesses, but for kind of on the consumer product level, develop solutions for hobbyists, people that are crafters, and just general makers that are excited about just expressing their creativity, and to make things for fun as a hobby, to give away to friends or family or whatever the case is, right? Like we have no limitation as to what they can possibly make things for, but we kind of want to develop a segment of products that are going to be focused on in that area. So if you look at our EM1010 and the Creator machine that we launched earlier this year, those are the kind of flagship products that are catered to that audience, right? More of a consumer friendly product, a more entry level product that can still get a lot of things done, but you do have a different kind of segment of people that might be finding those products more helpful versus the kind of you're running it as a business, you're running it for volume, you might have other solutions, other needs that we cater to. So we kind of want to segment those two type of audiences and expand our reach in the consumer segment, because we, besides the EM and the creator, we don't really have a suite of products for that consumer segment. Maybe we can also consider the Luminaris white toner transfer printer, white toner DTF printer as part of that segment, because it's also under $5,000 in the price point. But certainly, there's a lot more opportunities to be had in that consumer segment. So there's quite a few things that we are launching for and displaying the prototypes and the products for at Deco Summit this year. So quite a lot of exciting things to come. I can't just yet reveal too much detail. So you kind of have to show up at Deco Summit and see it for yourself, or find out thereafter, shortly thereafter. But certainly, there's going to be quite a few exciting things that's going to be unveiled at Deco Summit. Some of which are going to be catered to the business segment, and some of which is going to be catered to the consumer segment. So that's kind of a general segmentation and a general direction that we're also looking to take on. All right, and with that, we also kind of wanted to make sure that if we're going to enter the consumer segment and to further serve the business segment of our customers, we wanted to make sure that we have everything. Our vision, our goal is to have everything that they can possibly need in one place to for them to access. So as part of that initiative, I don't know if you guys have know or received some emails about it, but we've recently launched our own apparel line as well, our own apparel blanks, so that consumers and businesses alike can purchase those blanks from us, because we get those questions all the time. Do you sell blanks, or like, where can I purchase blanks? Well, we kind of are testing the waters with our new line of apparel called Maker Apparel, and we got some t-shirts, polo shirts, hoodies, that's all available on our website now. Some of the kind of most essential things that every decorator or hobbyist would need on our website. They're very good quality. We've made sure that we source them correctly and get them. We had many rounds of back and forth on the colors, on the particular styles that we wanted, and we love to hear your feedback. Try some of these out, and hear your feedback as to what styles you guys would want. Maybe send us some examples of what you would like to see, as well as perhaps any other styles or colors, or any other feedback on different types of apparel that we should carry. So while the line is quite limited at the moment, we focus on and it's on purpose to kind of test the waters and to see what are the most essential things that people need, and expand upon that once we get more feedback as to kind of what you guys are looking for. So that's live on our website currently under the blanks section. So not only do we have like the sublimation mugs and things like that, which has been quite a good selling product for us, for people that are doing sublimation, and now we have the apparel blanks as well for you guys to print or embroider on them, and you can do them on hoodies, polos, t-shirts. Those are the main kind of styles that we have. So you can check them out on the website, and give us any feedback as to what additional styles you'd like to see. All right, that's kind of also kind of the reason why we wanted to round out our product line for if we're going to make equipment for businesses and consumers, we also want to have the corresponding supplies and other accessories that can kind of fulfill those needs as well, all under one roof. Okay, and with the mention of Maker Apparel, if you're on this live now, we'll also be doing a giveaway at the end of the live stream. So the polls, you have two options. Since I mentioned about the Maker Apparel launch, we can give away some apparel for you guys to try out, or we can give away one Deco Summit ticket for the general admission ticket to attend Deco Summit this year. So you would have to get yourself here if you win, but at least kind of saves you the ticket cost if you want to choose to do that. So the voting will be live now. The voting will be live now on YouTube. So if you want to vote and choose between those two choices of the giveaway, go over to YouTube if you're not there already to make sure you can vote on the poll. And then whichever is the highest voting item on the poll, we'll be giving that away at the end of the live stream. All right. Now, also as I also mentioned, you probably have also noticed a slight kind of redesign of our Ricoma.com website. That's also part of our global initiative to enter more into the consumer segment, enter more have a better user experience for users that are looking to shop on our site. You'll also notice that all of our machines are have you can buy them directly on the site now if you wish, and we also have launched a lot more financing options, different financing options for people that are looking to finance. For well-qualified buyers, you can get pretty good terms to finance all directly on the website. So instead of before having, if you guys are the OGs here, you probably know that there was a shop.ricoma.com where it was kind of the online store, and then there was a separate Ricoma.com for all of the machine information and all the resources. Now all of that is combined into one, and we're further enhancing how this website will look. We plan for additional changes and additional kind of enhancements in Q3 of this year. So very soon to come, by the end of Q3, essentially by the end of September, we're looking to make a lot of these additional changes to further enhance the site. It's going to have a lot more demo. All the products will have more demo videos for you to kind of see how the products work. More instructional videos for you to see kind of them in action. And so it's going to be a much better experience. So this is kind of the first step. Step one of several steps to change the website and to kind of make it more consumer friendly, making it able to purchase the items directly on the site if you wish, more financing options, as well as further changes to the user experience and more videos, more visual, more kind of appealing, so that you can further understand what Ricoma has to offer. Again, our goal and our vision is to not only be the kind of de facto standard and the go-to provider of solutions for the business segment, but I think there's a super underserved consumer segment that we haven't really tapped into, and with the new products that are launching at Deco Summit, we'll certainly round out some of those product lines in the consumer segment. But there's also some very exciting things that we've developed on the business side of things for business for the business clients, and that will be unveiled at Deco Summit also. So we're not neglecting the kind of the core customer base that Ricoma has, but certainly looking to also reach out and build a community of creators and makers and crafters that can all enjoy embroidery and printing and whatever else that comes along the way in our product line as a hobby, as something that they just like making and enjoy doing. So all right, so that's some of the changes to the website that's coming in at the end of Q3. All right, and lastly, I just wanted to kind of ask you guys and open up the floor now that you kind of have heard about some of these new developments and some of the new announcements that I've just made. What do you feel is missing in your market? What would you like to see from us? Whether it's a particular product, a particular item, or a line of products that you'd like to see. What are some things that you feel are missing in the market that you don't really have a solution for, that you wish had been there? Maybe that's something that we can consider providing. And at the same time, what do you wish Ricoma carried? What do you wish we had that we don't have currently? And maybe one of the things you say will be something that will be unveiled at Deco Summit, but you'll kind of have to stick around and find out. But certainly we'd like to understand, what are some things that you wish we offered that we currently don't offer, and perhaps we can consider having that as part of our development pipeline. And lastly, how can Ricoma help you achieve your goals better? Whether you're a hobbyist or whether you're looking to do this, full time as a business, what can we do to help you achieve that? Is it, more training, more education? Is it different products that we don't offer currently that you wish that we offered? I'd like to hear some of those thoughts as well. So kind of a very open-ended, 2-3 questions that I've just asked about what you would like to see, what you feel that's like missing in the market that you'd like to see, either products or solutions for, and what you wish that Ricoma carried, or what Ricoma can offer to better help you. I'd like to kind of hear that, or any other questions that you guys might have. I'll kind of we got about 30 minutes left in this live stream. So any questions you guys have any feedback, would love to hear it. All right, first thing that's Herb Halstead here says UV DTF printer. Okay, great idea there. Certainly something that we've considered. So glad to see that you feel that that's something that you'd like to see from us, and definitely have had different discussions internally about that particular product line. Trisha Rubin says, I'm with Janelle Porter. Industrial sewing machine would be great. Okay, great. I mean, this is why this kind of conversation is so helpful, right? So not only are we getting kind of feedback and what you guys would like to see, it also helps gives the opportunity to clear up any misinformation or misconception that maybe you guys don't know yet, right? So we could probably do a better job of letting people know that these products that we offer do exist and are on our website. So speaking of industrial sewing machines, we do have several different models of industrial sewing machines on our website. Perhaps we can show that now, on a screen share. You can go to our website now, and you have a section for sewing machines, and many of those are industrial sewing machines to either stitch either like a lock stitch or overlock. We also have like different like flatbed machines, more that are cylinder bed machines. So you can see on the website there, if you go to the top, if you scroll all the way to the top and show the area where you can find it. So if you go to the navigation bar, it should be under, what is it, supplies and accessories, or either that, or for crafters and DIY, or for business. Choose either one of those. Okay, so it's not in accessories, so go to for businesses. What about go to for crafters and supplies and accessories there. Fabric cutters, embroidery accessory. Okay, so they're probably under shop all. Yeah, go to shop all, and then you have the sewing machines there. So yeah, if you go to shop all, it's under the sewing machine segment there, and that's the section where you can have bar tack. You have cover stitch, lock stitch, flatbed machines, blind stitch. Cylinder arm machines. So you go to that particular category, just click on the sewing machines. Yeah, if you go to the sewing machines, then you can also see some of the best sellers. They have labels to show what are some of the best sellers. For example, our KS335A, the iconic cylinder bed lock stitch machine that you see on the first icon there. That's one of the best sellers there. People use that to stitch patches onto hats. They use that a lot. And you can attach different things. Many of them use it for patches onto garments. But yeah, that's kind of the whole section there. So certainly, I think by understanding what we have to offer, many times people don't even know that we offer some of these things. So it will be helpful to kind of clear up some of those. Shelby Garcia also mentioned that small UV printer for home enthusiasts. Okay, great. That's also definitely something we've looked into. and still in discussions. Kim Artman says, I would love to have repair techs available to come on site for difficult repairs. Yeah, that's certainly an option. It will be at a cost. It will have a fee associated with that, depending on kind of the warranty status of the machine. But yeah, we certainly do offer that. You just have to schedule that with our service department. They can provide quotes to be able to do that. But that is also an available option. Maybe that wasn't clear before, but certainly most of the things, I would say 90% plus of the issues that we encounter can certainly be solved over the phone or via like a simple video conference to guide you on how to fix the problem. But for more difficult repairs, yeah, we do have techs that are available to go on site. It will just have to be quoted. JC Production says, more training, a laser guiding adjustment feature like other embroidery machines have. Yeah, certainly laser guiding. Those are some add-ons and accessories that for better. I'm assuming you're mentioning for like better, more consistent placement on the machine. We do have a laser guide, like a laser pointer add-on to the machine. I'm not sure if you know about that. That's also on our website. Can we show that as well, just so people know about the laser attachment? That is something that you can add onto your machine, point it to the needle plate, and it kind of gives you a visual guidance as to where your design is going to be and where to place your design. That's under if you go to the navigation bar under supplies and accessories. And it should be under embroidery accessories. So view all under embroidery accessories. Yep. And then that's the first thing there. You can also search on the search bar, laser device, and you should be able to get there. All right. Janelle Porter asks, do you offer the tech training? If so, how much? So the tech training is a little bit expensive. It's at least like $500 per day. Because that goes into a lot of detail, that takes up like a whole technician's time to guide you on how to essentially be able to tear the machine apart and understand all the components and all the troubleshooting. It is a little bit more extensive and requires at least several days to kind of get through the certification, but certainly something that we offer. You can contact the service team for that as well, but it is the certification is a little bit higher in price. Tony Sparks asks, Henry, I'm wondering if there will be an opportunity to see the new facility, or is construction still vast to safely see the Ricoma headquarters? So no, the construction, the building, it's already working on the interior, right? There's a lot of things to do with electrical and flooring and some of the finishes, but the bulk of it is done. I would say like 95% is complete, but it's the last 10% that's the most time consuming to finish up all of those things. And you can only get a certificate of occupancy if you actually kind of finish those things, right? Put in the cabinets, or put in the sinks and all of that. But in the next month or so, there's going to be some movement, obviously, and so there might be a chance to just tour the facility. It doesn't need a CO for that, I've already kind of seen it and been there, and certainly there's unless there's some like heavy construction, which again, it's all the finishes inside. If there's someone like laying tiles or something, other than that, we should be able to kind of do a quick tour of the office. But also we have a huge 50,000 square foot headquarters. That's the one that we're currently in now. We're happy to kind of show you around here as well. Okay, and with Janelle just kind of clarified that I guess my comment about the industrial sewing machine. So industrial sewing machine, but for the enthusiasts, not just straight stitch, but also include a zigzag. Okay, well I think there's going to be some products you'll see at Deco Summit that will fulfill that need, but more to come on that at Deco. Tammy says, I purchased the cylinder arm and it works fantastic. Awesome. So if you're looking for an industrial sewing machine, we definitely do have those on the website. And I believe they're on sale now too. So you can check them out there. Deborah Pegram, just purchased an industrial machine, want to buy more feet if you have them. Yeah, you can contact our service department for that if the part is not on the website. There's also a parts section on the website, so you can check it out and see if the part that you need is there. Some of the most common kind of parts and accessories are listed on the website. For something that is more unique and less common, you can contact our support team, and the parts department can help you with that. Jennifer Nelson says, when purchasing machines, I think it would be great to be able to personalize based on your usage. For example, if it will be primarily for hats, providing extra needles and samples to cater to that. Yeah, certainly that will require a lot of kind of like just thinking through it, a lot of upfront, customers telling us that for us to reflect that personalization. But sometimes customers either don't mention that or they're not even sure. So that's something that we can kind of see how kind of what's the actual way to execute that idea. But certainly a great idea to personalize the package based on the kind of what you use it for. We just have to know what you use it for very upfront. The Viege says on YouTube, I feel like there should be in-depth maintenance videos for each machine on YouTube by Ricoma techs will be helpful overall, actually showing what screws to take off when needed and such. So yeah, we not only have maintenance videos on our Ricoma channel, maybe not for every single machine that you're looking for, maybe not for your particular machine model, but certainly we do have maintenance videos, and not only are they on YouTube, they're also on the customer portal. So for those of you that don't know what the customer portal is, it's customer.ricoma.com, and it's like your personalized portal. If you've signed up, if you've bought something from us, all of that information is housed there, as well as the relevant information for your training, for your maintenance videos, all of the training videos, everything is uploaded towards that. I think we recently just did kind of some updates to the training videos as well there, because they were a little bit, some of them were outdated, and we updated some stuff, updated some videos, and updated some content. All of that is in the customer portal. So we don't post everything on YouTube because YouTube is more facing everyone, but for Ricoma customers, we do have those information in our customer portal. If you feel like something is still missing there, perhaps we can, for our marketing team, some note to take down is perhaps we should have maybe a feedback section or some sort of a section on customer portal so they can, send the feedback of what they feel like they're missing, or what we can add on to the customer portal. But a lot of information is in there. Like your referral program is in there, and there's a lot of features in the customer portal. Gail says, I just bought the sewing machine. Awesome. Great. Kim Artman asks, do you have a video tutorial on making patches? Pretty sure we do on our YouTube channel. And I think our staff just put the link there. Yeah, there's going to be very, I guess we covered a lot of topics on our YouTube channel, and there's going to be very few that that you would want that we haven't covered already, unless it's like very, very niche. But if you feel like something is missing or you need more clarification on something, always open to comments and feedback for us to improve and to kind of make additional content that can help you guys. Okay, so JC Productions comment about the laser precision. So yeah, so probably people don't know, we do have the capability to do that. It would require an add-on camera, because then what it does is it's looking at you're using the camera to have an overview of how you're positioning the garment, and then you can adjust based on that. So something that we do offer, but probably don't promote enough. Now that we're looking at this, we don't promote it enough for people to know that is something that is available. But certainly, I think for consumers and businesses alike, I think that could be something that we can maybe display a couple at Deco Summit as well, to show people how that works. Gail M says you need updated videos for the sewing machines. I think we just did a complete update on the sewing machine videos, didn't we, Jorge? Yeah, it's coming out, right? We're finishing editing those, and there's quite a few on the that's going to be updated on the customer portal, on the website, etc. So more of that to come. But yes, we have already been working like several months to get all those videos get those videos updated and uploaded onto the website. John from YouTube says we have the laser tracing device on the MT1501. It's certainly worth our investment. Great to hear. And yeah, for just to have a more visual aspect of where the design is going can certainly help. Sandra asked, when will the schedule for Deco Summit be available on the website? So yeah, it will be available starting next week. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. Oh, and our team was actually able to show the link for the zigzag machine. So if you are in the comments on YouTube, there's the zigzag machine. How do I get extra bobbins and needles? I believe bobbins and needles are on the website. For the sewing machine, maybe that's not on the website. So if they're not on the website, you can contact our support team, and they will be able to get that ordered for you. Ewing Fresh 2000 from YouTube says we need more digitizing videos where you actually embroider the design that was digitized. Yeah, so if you check out, I don't know if we embroider the actual design, but certainly we can add that as part of our content. But I don't know if you know that we have a Ricoma digitizing channel on YouTube. So probably you're not finding it in the right place. On our main YouTube channel, Ricoma TV, we showcase more of the machines and kind of what we do and all of those things. And then digitizing specific videos are located on the Ricoma digitizing software channel. So perhaps we can link that in the comment section below for people to find. But and you can subscribe to that. But that is kind of where we house all of the digitizing content, so that kind of for people that just want digitizing, they can binge all day on that channel. But yeah, if we can also add the result and embroidering the digitized design to our videos. That's something we can keep in mind. JC Production says, could you tell us what the MSRP for that camera system you were talking about for the laser alignment? Yeah, I would have to find out. I would say it's not like super expensive, but it's not going to be just a couple $100 either. I would have to find out, but it is an add-on. It's kind of like you have to attach it to the machine, and then it has like an actual camera overlooking the embroidery space, and then it hooks up to our machine on how you want to how you can adjust. I'll have to find out because we don't really advertise it here. Like I said, maybe we showcase it at Deco Summit. You can take a look if you are attending Deco Summit, and then maybe if there's enough interest at Deco Summit for that product, we can start kind of bringing a lot more of those attachments and add-ons for people to purchase as an option. JC Productions also asks, on your embroidery software, you guys have it where it's a subscription, but you have to buy a yearly license. Could you make it a subscription all around, especially for Ricoma Luxe? I assume that's what you mean there. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what you mean by could you make it a subscription all around. If you're talking about like a perpetual subscription, that's not available. But it is something that it's you have an activation fee for the platform. When you pay that, it includes a year of subscription to the software. That's part of the activation fee, and it's included to use it for a year. Now, if you want to keep on using it thereafter, you can choose to pay it monthly after the year, or you can choose to pay it on a yearly basis. You get a discount if you pay it year after year. On a yearly basis, you get I think a 20% discount. So you can choose to do that, but no, it's not like a monthly fee from just day one. It's a platform activation fee, but it comes with a year's worth of license that you can use up front. I hope that clarifies your question. Herb also says on YouTube, on the videos, I don't think any other manufacturer has the breadth and depth of videos that Ricoma has. Probably the #1 reason I chose Ricoma. Thank you for that, and thank you for recognizing that the breadth and depth of videos that we have. Certainly one of the things that we pride ourselves on, and we'll continue to expand our library of videos and content to help customers that are current customers or people that are looking to become customers. Also give them helpful information to help them make an educated decision on their purchase. Billy Neal says the feedback of additional storage for files on the MT1502. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably a little bit harder to achieve because it does require kind of like hardware and essentially RAM. If you think about it, it's like RAM and memory storage on the machine's boards. But that's also why on our new shameless plug here, if you're looking to upgrade to the Marquee series, which is the kind of new generation of MT, that has a lot more storage because it's a brand new control panel and all the electronics are changed. I believe is like 100 million stitches or something. The previous version only, like the MT1502, only has 20 million stitches for 200 designs, and I think the Marquee is 100 million stitches or 1,000 designs. So it's kind of like 5x the memory. This person on YouTube asked, do you guys have stores we can go see the machine in person? Yeah, we have our showroom here, obviously, in our headquarters. We also have an office in the Los Angeles area, if you're in the West Coast joining us. Probably some of you don't know that, so that's also something we want to clear up. So we have two offices, one in Miami, one in the Los Angeles area, in Rancho Cucamonga. Now, if you're looking to some other place, maybe you're not close to those places, you can certainly arrange for you to go to someone's location to take a look, but that will have to be pre-arranged. So you want to maybe talk to someone, talk to a sales rep here, and they can help arrange that. A local customer that maybe have our machines. Or maybe a partner of ours and an ambassador of ours that's in the area, we can certainly arrange for that to happen for you to go on site and see the machines. Jennifer Nelson says, I just want to say the videos are awesome and I love that your YouTube platform is so user-friendly, step-by-step. Thank you for that. Shelley asks, will there be vendors at Deco Summit? Yes, there will be. And I believe some of those sponsors and vendors are already on our website. If not, they're going to be up soon. Jack Walker asks, when you purchase a used Ricoma embroidery machine for a fee, can you purchase a portal to use? Great question, and something that not the first time we've kind of heard about that. We're looking to see how the mechanism and solution would actually work. So we've gotten feedback about that. Used machines, they don't really have access to the portal. We're finding a way on how to kind of transfer the ownership, so to speak, on how to make that ownership transfer, maybe based on the serial number or something like that. But our team here, let's make a note of that, and we can look into that further. But certainly, we'd like to, also provide the same level of resources and support for people that purchase a used machine. And we're coming out with kind of extended warranty programs as well. So as you guys know, when you purchase a used machine, warranty doesn't transfer. So if you're looking for extended coverage or kind of just having some sort of coverage on your machine, there is kind of a specialized quote for you to get kind of warranty coverage on a used product that you bought secondhand. That's also to be coming soon. Divide. Yeah, so IDO's customs. Yeah, this is kind of related to the question I just answered. So there's going to be, stay tuned on some extended warranty contracts that we're looking to launch. Once that's available, you're able to purchase new warranty from Ricoma. It's going to be based on the year of the machine, so don't expect like a brand new warranty. You can purchase based on how long you want the coverage for, and depending on the year of the machine, that's going to vary in price. Think of it like an insurance policy, right? So you're essentially purchasing an insurance policy, so it will be custom quoted based on certain specifications and age of the machine. And it can be activated at a certain point. MM Customs asks, how about self-adjusting tension and presser foot adjustments? Great feedback, and like I said, those are things that you'll kind of have to see for yourself, as we kind of unveil some of these products. SK designers from India have a problem with the thread sensor and XY sensor. How to buy the sensors for a Ricoma SWD ADAS machine. Yeah, so you would need to contact the distributor you purchased the machine from, or contact our factory directly, because since they cover the Asia region. And but first contact your distributor, and if they're not able to kind of get you to the right answers, contact our factory directly. Our staff is answering the questions faster than I can actually read through them. So for the part about SK designers, yeah, since we have a distributor in India, please reach out to the rep whom you purchase a machine from. So they've already kind of answered that. Herb also asked or made the comment that I would like to see a fast unit switch inches to millimeters on Chroma instead of having to get into the settings. I switch back and forth a lot. Okay, interesting. That's something that we can keep in mind, and we can have the developers change that. That should be a quite simple change. JC Production says, how could Ricoma go to local shows like, say, the boat shows or other shows that are happening in the Miami area to showcase the brand? Yeah, certainly we're also looking to expand our reach in other areas that we typically don't go to. So, we went to SEMA last year for the car show in Vegas. Probably going again this year as well. So, looking to expand some reach in different industries. When is the extended warranty going to start becoming live? Yeah, probably I would say end of Q3. End of Q3. We already have kind of the majority of the plan together. We're just looking for a good time to announce and unveil it. Maybe it'll be at Deco Summit, but yeah, probably at the end of this quarter. Tony Sparks, is it really that difficult embroidery on the Richardson hats? Yes and no, I guess. If you know what you're doing and you're kind of experienced, it's less difficult. But certainly there is a learning curve, and most people would agree that Richardson hats, because of their structured nature, is a more difficult hat to embroider. But certainly able to be mastered if you kind of learn it. It just takes some additional techniques and nuances that you need to know and practice. So not, that difficult, so to speak, but certainly has a hurdle to it versus just regular hats. But yeah, people kind of have different techniques and different things that we need to keep in mind when embroidering on a Richardson hat. Okay. What else? So Jennifer Nelson says, when you purchase a machine, model 2001 10S, so that's the Marquee 2001, can future upgrades to the machine be added, or do you need a new machine? So depends on what future upgrades you're looking to have. If it's software related, we can do an over-the-air update on the firmware. If it's hardware related upgrades, yeah, then you need a new machine. There's nothing we can do there. But it's like an iPhone, right? Like if you have a smartphone and there's a software upgrade, you can upgrade it. Maybe it changes the look of it, gives you some new additional features that you can access. But if you want like now a better camera, yeah, you would need a new phone, right? You can't just change the camera quality in the old phone. Great. Seems like Herb found out about the from Alan's help about the quick switch between inches and millimeters. So thank you, Alan, for showing him that. All right, last question here. If we have an older machine, how can we pay a percentage to get a newer machine as a trade-in? And two, is Ricoma ever going to be stitching at 1,500 or 2,000 stitches per minute? Great questions. I'll answer it in the two parts that you've asked. So one, we do have a trade-in program. For those of you that don't know, if you have an older machine you want to upgrade, you can contact our your account manager. They'll kind of get you understand kind of what you're looking for, get you a trade-in value for your old machine. We arrange to pick it up, or you can send it back, and we get you the new machine, and you can pay the price difference minus the trade-in value, similar to how you would trade in a car, right? So no different there. That you would need to contact the sales team or your account manager for that. Again, in your customer portal, you should have your account manager's information in the customer portal. If not, call our office, and then they can look up who your account manager is and get you to the right party, so they can kind of work with you on that trade-in. All right. So if you're interested on a trade-in, upgrade your machine, we do have those options available. The larger machines you trade up to, like from a single head to a 4-head, single head to a 6-head, or a single head to a 3-head, right? The bigger you trade up, the better value you're going to get on your trade-in. If you're just looking to trade in like an EM1010 to a MT1501, trade-in value isn't going to be that great. We can still do it, but just kind of keeping that in mind, the bigger you trade, the better value you're going to get on your trade-in. On your second question, is Ricoma ever going to be stitching at 1,500 or 2,000 stitches per minute? So right now, our maximum speed is 1,200 stitches per minute. And as to whether it can do 1,500 or 2,000, you'll kind of have to find out at Deco Summit. So I'll just leave it at that. Herb says, do you have used unit sales? Yes, we do have some demo units, like things we take to trade shows, things we have in the showroom. Those are demo units, and we also have trade-in units that we kind of refurbish as used units. So we have both options. Someone also asked, does Ricoma still offer the 0% financing? So for qualified customers, when you apply, you get presented different options, right? There's some that are going to be interest bearing. Some might be 0% for 18 months. Some might be 0% for 36 months. It all depends on what your qualifications are. So we don't really control kind of what is being offered. It is what the lender, the financing company you're financing through, they control what is being offered. And for definitely for well qualified customers, there are 0% options that are available. On the kind of so that's on the consumer lending side. On the business lending side, for like leasing and lease to own options, there isn't I don't think there's a 0% option that's available, but for well qualified business customers, you get very low leasing rates, so it can also kind of lower the monthly payment. And really, as a business, you're not really looking at what interest you're paying. Most businesses understand that, hey, if I'm paying say $400 per month, $500 per month on a piece of equipment, as long as that equipment can generate me more than what I'm paying, I'm okay with that, regardless of what that kind of interest rate is, right? You are borrowing a set of money and there's an interest rate associated with it, but as long as you cash flow and you can make more than your monthly payment, then it makes sense. People care less on the business side about like what the actual interest rate is that ended up at the payment, as long as you can afford the payment and that your business will generate multiple times, hopefully multiple times that payment to cover that payment and your other expenses. Yeah, so going back to that question about the 0% financing, Lucy Lou says no, not anymore. So just to clarify, yes, there are 0% options just for qualifying applicants, right? So it's not, we don't control kind of who gets the 0%. Last question, could we do a trade-in from a 2019 TC to a MT 1501 Marquee? Yes, that's certainly it'll be MT 2001 on the Marquee. Yes, that is certainly possible, but like I said, because you're trading in a single head to a single head, and it's a 2019, it just depends on the condition and the value of the trade-in. Not going to be as good of a trade-in value versus trading from like a single head up to a 3-head or 2-head or 4-head even. But if you're not looking to go that big, you can certainly still do it. Just understand that the trade-in value is going to take a little bit of a discount there, depending on the year and what you're trading into. Tony Sparks, as for used units, can those be financed or you have to buy those units outright? Yes, we also offer financing on used units. So that's something that you won't get when buying from the secondary market. You have to buy those outright. So we do offer financing on used and demo units. A lot of questions today. Your machines are amazing, from Adam Javier from Facebook. Thank you, Adam, or ADM. Pam Norton asked, how does lease to own work? So lease to own basically is like you make a monthly payment, the leasing company technically owns the machine, but then at the end of your lease term, you pay a small fee to own the machine. Usually it's like, sometimes they have like $1 as the final fee. Sometimes it's like the last monthly payment is the fee to own the machine. It's just a term that's different than leasing, where leasing is actually like renting the machine, right? Where there's no renting options that we offer. But there's lease to own options. So you work with the leasing company. We connect you. We get you financed. The leasing company kind of technically owns the machine. You have a contract with them. You make a monthly payment to the leasing company, and at the end of the leasing term, whether that's 36 months, 60 months, etc., that last payment or a small buyout fee, usually very minimal, you get to own the machine, right? So you kind of like you own the asset at the end of the term. Okay, I think that's all the questions we have. We went a little bit over time, but because a lot of people had a lot of questions, that's completely fine. Just a couple of things to wrap up before we kind of give away the free giveaway. What ended up being the final poll? Let's see. All right, so okay, Maker Apparel bundle. All right, so we'll kind of put that together. 64 votes, Maker Apparel. That will be the giveaway we'll have. So people are probably excited about some of the new Maker Apparel that's on here. We'll put together a bundle to kind of give away, have you try out different things, different styles, different colors, etc., and get that away as our giveaway for today. Before we announce the giveaway winner, just again a quick reminder: Deco Summit is a month and a half away. If you haven't gotten your tickets, get them while it's still on sale. They're at the early bird phase that does end on July 31st. And from now till this Sunday, what is it? That's the 27th. Sunday, the 27th of July, all right, you do get an additional 20% off if you order on the website and use the code EARLYBIRD20, okay? EARLYBIRD20. If you go on decosummit.com, you can get additional 20% off with the code earlybird20. Can we put that on to the screen? Okay, 20% off. Get the code. If you use that on decosummit.com, get an additional 20% off the listed price on the website, which is already discounted, using the code earlybird20. That's only available between now and Sunday. All right, so you got a couple of days, the rest of this week, to take advantage of that. If you haven't gotten it already, I already mentioned about the tickets going up in price on July 31st. And when you buy Deco Summit tickets, you also have these optional add-ons. The lunch with me for $295, and then you also have some of the other add-ons. The advanced training classes is already sold out. You also have the cap embroidery hands-on training class with Hope Yoder. That one is for $97. Make sure you check that out as well. That's all on decosummit.com. You can only get those if you're a ticket holder. All right. There's also the recordings if you want to get the recordings access to every single class, because physically impossible to attend every single class just by yourself. You can get that recording access for life if you buy the recordings to Deco Summit. Again, you can only buy that if you have a Deco Summit ticket. You can order all of that on decosummit.com, and with the code earlybird20 you can get an additional 20% off between now and this Sunday. All right, so with that said, we're very excited to kind of continue our journey into the consumer space, as I mentioned, and with that launch of Maker Apparel, let's get a bundle into a lucky winner's hand to see kind of who can try it out and give us some feedback as to what styles you want and how you like this new line of blank apparel. All right, so with that said, the winner for our giveaway. All right, hold on. So, all right, I'm just gonna pick a winner here. Give me 1 second here. All right, so for all the people that commented win, I'm just gonna scroll through and whoever I land on will kind of show that person. All right, so we're gonna do this person here landed on this. This will be Shelly Garcia from YouTube. Shelly Garcia, congrats on being the winner of our Maker Apparel bundle. Our team will kind of contact you shortly hereafter and get in contact with you to kind of see where to ship that stuff to you. All right, so keep an eye out for that. Congrats, and hope you kind of make good use of the bundle and then try it out. Give us some feedback, and hopefully, if you like it, you can order more from our Ricoma.com website. All right. With that said, thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. The new stuff that we're looking to launch towards the end of this year, towards Deco Summit, are super exciting. We're excited to share that with you, share this new vision of kind of the consumer segment and the business segment that we've traditionally been focused on, and still not going to go away, but certainly we're going to develop more products for the consumer segment, and overall in the whole ecosystem want to provide you guys all the solutions and products that you can have all under one roof, whether you're a hobbyist or whether you're running this full-time as a business. So always welcome the feedback, and thank you guys for joining. Looking forward to meeting a lot of you and kind of seeing some of you again at Deco Summit this year. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, make sure to get them before prices go up. And with that said, looking forward to having more of these and more consistent these live streams going forward. On our YouTube channel. So looking forward to seeing you guys hopefully next month, and then shortly thereafter at Deco Summit. All right. So thank you guys for joining, and see you guys next time. Challenges, right? And that's what you guys are here for, right? You guys are here because you have challenges or questions that you want answers to.
because you only have one chance to make a first impression.
Deco Summit is very different than a typical trade show that we attend. Everybody is here to network and learn.
Here at Deco Summit, I'm honored to be one of the speakers. I was talking about how to grow your business and find customers, and then I get to be a student. So I've been in some hands-on embroidery. I'm obsessed.
If you've never been to Deco Summit, I would tell you definitely need to get out here. If you're on the fence whether or not to get an embroidery machine, I think that this would be a good experience. You get hands-on training, you meet a lot of people that are already in the industry.
Without coming here, I would have never turned my machine on, so
there you go. One step at a time.
Challenges, right? And that's what you guys are here for, right? You guys are here because you have challenges or questions that you want answers to.
Because you only have one chance to make a first impression.
Deco Summit is very different than a typical trade show that we attend. Everybody is here to network and learn.
Here at Deco Summit, I'm honored to be one of the speakers. I was talking about how to grow your business and find customers, and then I get to be a student. So I've been in some hands-on embroidery. I'm obsessed.
If you've never been to Deco Summit, I would tell you definitely need to get out here. If you're on the fence whether or not